Yo, what the fuck is going on, everybody? It's me, the Acknaff. We are back, back, and we are here today to discuss Forbidden Door 2022 AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling taking place June 26, 2022 from the United Center in Chicago. And we got 3 matches on the buy-in, 9 matches on the main show. We're going to go through it and we're going to give predictions. Let's get right into it. We got Max Caster and the Gun Club versus LA Dojo. Not familiar with that team, so I'm just going to go with the Max Caster and the Gun Club for the win. Yoshihashi and Hiroko Goto versus Aaron Solo and QT Marshall. Aaron Solo and QT Marshall are kind of like a lower card act. Not familiar with Yoshihashi. I've heard of Hiroko Goto, so we'll go with them. We got Keith Lee and Swerve versus Yoshinobu Kanemaru and El Desperado. I've heard of those names, but never really seen their work, so... And I know there's dissension between Lee and Swerve, so this is probably going to be causing a loss in a dispute and a miscommunication, further continuing to that story. So we'll go Yoshinobu Kanemaru and El Desperado. That's your buy-in. Let's get to the main show. We got 9 matches starting from the bottom to the top. We got the AEW Tag Team Champions, the Young Bucks, El Fantasma and Hikuleo versus Darby, Sting, Hiromu Takahashi, and Shingo Takagi. The fact that the Bucks just won the titles is kind of making me want to pick them. So we got the Bullet Club versus Dudes of Attitude, who are not really a faction. It's just kind of one night only kind of thing. Takahashi and Takagi, I've heard of them, but haven't seen too much of the work. So very curious to see their work. And I heard El Fantasma was really great too. We've seen Hikuleo on AEW television before, so nothing new there. But yeah, we'll go with the Bullet Club here. Jericho, Suzuki, and Sammy Guevara versus Eddie Kingston, Shota, Umino, and Wheeler Yuta. If I'm correct, Shota Umino is Red Shoe's son, the referee in New Japan. Winner gets a one-man advantage at the AEW Blood and Guts, so they give this a stipulation. I like that. I do see the heels winning because of that, because if you're going to give a team a one-man advantage, it's better for the heels to take that advantage when you're booking a match. So we'll go Jericho, Suzuki, and Sammy Guevara. And then you got your Blood and Guts on Wednesday, so this will be good. It'll tie into that. Zack Sabre Jr. versus TBA, opponent handpicked by Bryan Danielson. So on the past week's Dynamite, Bryan came out in the opening of the show basically saying he's not medically cleared, but he has a friend or somebody who's just as good as him is going to take his place in this match and the match on Dynamite on Blood and Guts. I do think it's going to be Cesaro. And if it is Cesaro, I do think Cesaro will win that match. And this should be a great spectacle. Winner takes all match for the IWGP and the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Jeff Cobb and Great O'Connor are the champions with the IWGP champions. FTR, Cash Wheeler, Dax Hardwood are the Ring of Honor champions, and Roppongi Vice, Rocky Romero, and Trent Beretta. I do think we got to give this to FTR because they are just on a hot streak. They're probably like the hottest team right now, besides like me. No, they're probably the hottest team right now. Like the Bucks are always great, but like man, like some of the matches from these guys this year, man, it's just fucking top notch, like perfection every time they step between those ropes and in that 20x20. So I do want FTR to win this match, and to see them with like the 2 sets of belts is just gonna make them just look like fucking the gold they are. AEW All Atlantic Championship match. This is the new title that they introduced last month. In a tournament, a quick little like tournament, which led to a fatal 4-way. So we got Pac, Miro versus Malakai Black and Clark Connors. Not familiar with Clark Connors, so I'm curious to see how he is. Malakai Black's great, Pac's great, Miro's great, but I do think this is gonna go to Miro. But I can see this going anyway. Again, not familiar with Clark Connors, but I wouldn't mind seeing Miro with the title. He did great work. He's probably the best TNT championship to date. When he held it, it was great. So I want to say Miro. IWGP United States Championship match. Orange Cassidy versus Will Ospreay was the champion. This is going to be your fucking one of your match of the nights for sure. You got Orange Cassidy, who represents the face of AEW, and you got Will Ospreay, the face of New Japan, in a clash, in a match no one really thought of. Nobody's seen coming, but now that it's advertised, it's like, okay, I need that. Here's my money. So I do think Ospreay is gonna win. I don't see Orange Cassidy winning the title here, but this should be a match of the night or top 3 matches of the night. We're gonna have a lot of matches of the night, match of the year, fucking 5-star matches on this show. I could just see that for sure. AEW Women's Title match: Toni Storm versus Thunder Rosa as the champion. I'm not happy with this match. You guys know in the past I've told you when it comes to the women's division, there's just no to little booking or build. Sorry. And Toni Storm's great, Thunder Rosa's great, but man, ever since she's won that title, she has just gone down, and I don't know what it is. Like, the match quality is always there, but the story and all that, the promos are just not up to par of what I want in a women's division. And I'm sorry to say, but Thunder Rosa, ever since she's won the title, like, I've never seen a title when somebody wins a title that they just the wrestler just gets so devalued, and I don't know, it's just bad booking. Like, the match with Serena Deeb at Double or Nothing was great, but there was a fucking shit build, man. And it's like, I'm happy to see this match. I want to see this match, but like, can you make me want to see it? Like, can you make me want to see it a lot more? Like, you can't just put in the excuse of, oh, 2 great women wrestlers that are going to put on a great match. You need to get the fans invested in a build. Like, you can't just be lazy about it. You know what I mean? Like, why is like Thunder Rosa not on commentary on a Toni Storm match? Like, the way Hangman Page was when Punk was when he was in contendership for the title. Like, it just makes no sense to me, but whatever. And I also don't understand, this has nothing to do with the theme of the show. This is just kind of like 2 AEW wrestlers, so I don't know. They couldn't get like a Kairi Sane or something, whatever. It's fine. It'll be a good match. IWGP World, and I want Toni Storm to win. I just don't want them. Ever since she won the title, I'm done with it. I'm just done with it. IWGP World Heavyweight Title, Fatal 4-Way, Adam Cole, Hangman Page, Kazuchika Okada, and Jay White, who had just won it at Dominion. So I do think Jay White will retain. He's either going to pin Adam Cole and Page. Okada's not going to take the pin, but Jay White will walk out of this battle with the belt no matter what. And I do think we're going to get a returning Kenny Omega here. That's another bold prediction, so I'm excited. I do think, with all the injuries, I do think it's time for him to come back. Hopefully, if he's good. If he's not ready, then it's fine. But we do need some stars back because we are just losing them left and right here in WWE. Main event, interim AEW World Championship match. So Punk relinquished it, and now they're crowning it interim AEW World Champion. So Tanahashi, Moxley. There's no way Tanahashi's winning this match. So I think Moxley's going to be winning this match. And then when Punk comes back, we'll get Moxley versus Punk, and it'll be fucking great. And they're good friends in real life. So I'm excited for that. But this should be okay. Tanahashi kind of looked a lot like beat up in that match on Wednesday, and hopefully he's good to go on the main event here. It is the main event, so hopefully it lives up to main event status of a pay-per-view. And yeah, what do you guys think? What are you guys' predictions? Let me know in the comments below. You guys think this is going to be a successful pay-per-view for AEW New Japan? Do you think we'll see this every year or next year? Is this going to be a common thing? I hope so, because with the injuries of like Punk and Bryan, like I really wish they were on the show, because this is like a show made for them, right? Like dream matches. But if this is a yearly thing, then no problem. Well, this year it is what it is. Next year we can get whatever, Okada, Zack Sabre Jr. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? As long as they're under contract for this company, I wouldn't be too worried. But it is what it is. Like I said, I know a lot of people on social media and stuff are not happy with the show. They're like, the build is shit, this and that. But this is what happens when you're building a show with 2 companies who have 2 different schedules and businesses and stuff. But, I said, it's a pay-per-view. If you don't want to watch it, you don't pay. If you want to watch it, you pay and you watch it. Like I said, I'm going to be watching it on Sunday. It's something to watch. And anything with the AEW name on it, I'm there in support. I love the company. And this should be a good show. We should get some good wrestling, some at least 1 to 2 minimum match of the year candidates. And this should be interesting. But yeah, I'm going to head out. I'm going to end the recording. But yeah, guys, like the video, subscribe, follow me, all that. The Act Nerve Show. Yeah, we out of here. Deuces.